Year, everyone. It's Amanda here with your 2018 RuneScope. Thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to take a moment here at the beginning of the new year to thank all of my subscribers for supporting my channel, and also a special shout out to my regulars, my clients who come back to me again and again for readings. And some of you have been with me going on 5 years now, almost since the beginning. Some of you have been with me since the beginning. So thank you for choosing my channel and choosing me to read for you. I very much appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I do encourage you to watch the previous month's videos and see if those resonate with you, if I'm connecting with your energy. If I am, please do click the subscribe button, because then you will get the videos delivered to your subscription feed when you log into your YouTube account. My new videos will just will be there and pop up in your subscriptions. You can also hit the little bell and set up notifications if you want to be notified whenever I upload new content. This reading is a little bit different because I cover the beginning of the year with the runes or the tarot, and then the second part of the year with the runes of the tarot. They let me know which one wants to go first, but the deck I'm using for these this year is the Paulina Tarot, and this is a beautiful deck by Paulina Cassidy. She's actually one of my favorite artists. It's very fairy tale-esque, so I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do. For those of you who would like your January 2018 RuneScope, I have posted those over on my Vimeo channel. They are available, and they include the spiritual guidance for January. So if you want to get that as well, just click the link below. Your 2018 Career and Finance RuneScope is also over there and available for those of you who would like a more focused look at money, career, finances, studies, all of that good stuff. So yeah, you will find all of those details below. Just click or tap show more or the little arrow beneath the video to check that out. But without further ado, let's see what 2018 holds for you. Hey Gemini, the runes wanted to go first with you too. There's only been a few that the tarot wanted to cover January through June. Almost everybody is, the runes wanted to do January through June. So for my Geminis, let's get those out here and see which runes want to talk to my gems about the first half of 2018. As always, keep in mind, Gemini, these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply specifically to you. Some are going to be for the other Geminis that are watching. That's why I always encourage you to check out the video for your rising sign as well, because that can give you additional messages, additional information of what's going to be going on for you in 2018. But if you would like something far more specific, I do encourage you to contact me and set up an appointment for a Skype reading. And we can take a look at your new year specifically and take out all the guesswork here. I do 30 minutes on Skype for $70, or I will be offering 1 hour New Year's readings through February. So for that, it's $130. And it's 2 separate readings. We'll look at the first half of the year with 1 full reading and the second half of the year with another reading. And time for questions as well. So contact me about that, either of those, if you want to set that up. Keep in mind, I do schedule and answer in the order that emails are received, and it is my busiest time at the beginning of the year. So may take me a few days or so to get back to you, but I'll get back to you as soon as I can. What's going on January through June with our runes here for the Geminis? Well, the challenge or focus seems to be around travel and communication here, first part of the year. There could be some arguments and disagreements on or about travel, about commutes, about shifts or changes that you want to make, or other people may be trying to make shifts or changes that you don't want to make, Gemini. And it seems like most of this is centered around family, because we have Othila and Bjork here. Both very, very strong family runes. So This could be, I mean, this is just the first thing coming through, and it's only going to be for a few of you. Somebody may be trying to get you to go get something checked out. Like if there's something been going on, or if maybe you've been hiding something like a health problem or trying to hide that you haven't been feeling so good. Gemini, like your family may be like, you need to go get this checked out, or you need to really go talk to somebody about this. And others of you it'll be you with an older relative, your parents or a grandparent, and being like, you know, especially mom or grandmother. Some of you may be like, you know, you really need to go get this checked out. Others of you may be dealing with having to find long-term care for an older relative or senior relative, or like trying to, maybe they need somebody with them. You know, or to live with somebody, and it's within the family. You're trying to figure out like, okay, who's mom or dad gonna live with, or who's grandma gonna live with. Because there could be something happening where somebody has to leave their home. It doesn't necessarily have to be health related, like they can't take care of themselves, but maybe they're being forced out of their home. I'm feeling like somebody has to move or get out of their home because they're developing, or they're wanting to tear down someone's home, or because they're wanting to build some, God, probably a mini mall or some, you know, stupid parking garage or something. Or maybe the neighborhood's just gone downhill and you don't feel like your relative is safe there, or the family is like, we know we really need to, you know, it used to be a nice neighborhood, but now it's really gone downhill and it's unsafe, and we need to move our grandma, our mom, or somebody out of this neighborhood and into a safer place. So yeah, some of you may be dealing with that. There could be some challenges or delays around purchasing property, around inheritances or wills, estates, especially mother or grandmother's will or estate, or female members of the family especially, but not exclusively. I mean, it could be anyone, but you know, and just disagreements over who gets what, or how it's going to be divided, or this isn't horrible. I mean, it's just minor stuff. It's like stuff you have to deal with that you don't really have time for. It's like extra stress. But yeah, and some delays around purchasing a property, selling a property, that sort of thing. If you're looking to sell a property so you can purchase a new property, it may not go super smoothly. There may be all sorts of, like, you know, you may sell yours really quick, but then you don't have anywhere to go because you haven't found anything yet, or vice versa. It's like, you know, you really want to buy this house, but you can't sell yours, or it's not working out in a timely fashion. But I mean, you know, you'll deal with it. Some of you may stay with relatives if it's like you have to get out of your place. You may, and haven't found, you know, your new home yet, you may stay with someone, or may be able to bunk with someone. And it may not be the best time. I mean, you know, especially if you have to stay with somebody who gets on your nerves, or vice versa, Gemini, but that's just kind of par for the course, you know. There's new beginnings with family, though, just in a very, very general sense. There could be new beginnings within the family, but it's going to take some hashing some things out, and that's the challenge, is like, how can we... I'm kind of dreading this conversation. Aquarius got a similar message. Like, there can be reconnections or coming together, but it's going to take, like, you know, having a heavy conversation maybe with someone, or, you know, talking about the past and talking about what happened and how it affected everyone and that sort of thing. In the present energy, we've got the blank rune. So this would be the end of December going into January, or into mid-January even. I feel like you're really kind of feeling like after 2017, 2018 is kind of like full of promise. Gemini. It's like, nothing can get worse than that. So, I mean, And I don't remember Geminis having a horrible year, but I do so many videos. I tend to forget who had what, and I know everybody had some challenging times, and certainly everybody I talked to didn't find 2017 the most glorious year. But yeah, you're just kind of looking at 2018 as like, okay, the slate's clean. And not to say you don't have goals or things you want to achieve, but I think you're just kind of like, okay, whatever needs to happen, bring it on. I think you're just going into it with a kind of like, you know, I'll focus on whatever needs my attention as it comes. I think you're leaving it very open. Many Geminis may not be doing the whole resolution thing. Maybe you never do that. You know, you're just gonna be like, take it as it comes. Not gonna set myself up for failure. I'm not gonna put any undue pressure on myself, but many of you though may be kind of feeling, because the blank rune also kind of talks about fate and destiny, and you know, like you may feel that this year may hold some particularly fated or important developments. And it may just be a feeling that you're getting that's just your intuition talking to you, many of you, or it is, this could also just be like, God, I just don't know what to expect, so I'm not gonna, I have no idea what to expect from this year, so I'm just gonna keep it simple and wait and see what comes. But there could be a point, especially in this first 6 months, like if you choose a certain path or walk through a certain door, either in or out of something, it has the potential to change your life from this point. So that's a pretty big deal. And it will be different for all of you, I feel. But the help that's going to be available to you, gosh, Aquarius got this too. Like somebody who has been, especially a feminine energy, doesn't have to be a woman, but most often this rune is. This could be like the truth coming out about like just a really toxic person in your life. And again, who this is, and you already know who it is, most of you, when I'm saying this, but somebody who's just a nasty piece of work. Like they're manipulative, they're fake, they lie, this is somebody who talks a big game. I mean, this is somebody who is an expert at everything, but really when you get right down to it, they don't know how to do anything. So this is like that truth coming out and everybody finding out about this person. Now, Gemini, you probably knew this all along. Like this person has always been a blowhard. They've always been, you know, somebody who builds things with their mouth that they can't do with their hands. Write checks they can't cash. I always know there's a cliche. I'm like the queen of cliches. I hate that, but cliches are cliches for a reason. Like they're true. A lot of them really are true. Yeah, this is somebody writing checks they can't cash and has been all along. And, you know, there's some dirty, dirty skeletons and secrets coming out about this person because Pedro is in reverse. Now, hopefully, Gemini, this is not you, but this is coming up as a help to you. So even if it is you, it's going to get you out of a situation you don't want to be in the first place. Maybe you've been hiding something because, you know, it would hurt someone, or you didn't want to have the conversation, and now this comes out and boom, you're out of the situation. But I feel like for most of you, this is somebody that you have been wanting to get rid of, or wanting to be free of, or wanting to be, and this could be going on, like it starts spreading. It's like you hear one thing from one person, especially if you're at work, like you hear one thing and then the next day you got 2 more people talking about it. So you know it's just a matter of time before this person is fired or let go, or so maybe it's a manager or a boss that, you know, affects your daily life or affects you on the job. Now, unfortunately, this could be someone that you are connected to personally. It could be a partner, but it's not gonna, not every Gemini is gonna find out that their partner's been lying or cheating. The thing is though, if somebody has been hiding something from you or hiding who they truly are, hiding their true colors, it's going to come out the first 6 months of the year, Gemini. And if it's not, it's not just for you though, it seems public for most of you. It's like a public taking down or dressing down of this person. Now, what must be accepted? Many of you, there's a new partnership, there's a new job offer or a promotion because Fehu is here. So, I mean, that means increasing your profits, increasing your money. You're getting a raise. This could also be because you're partnering up with someone. You're moving in with someone. Moving in with a, meeting someone. You single Geminis could meet someone at a new job here, the first 6 months especially. These time frames, because there's so many of you watching, can also be interchangeable. So anytime in 2018, keep your eyes peeled at work. Or in any kind of financial transaction. I mean, it could be your financial advisor. It could be, your stock person. If you have a stockbroker, or it could be, somebody that you're paying to purchase goods or services. Fehu can be any kind of money exchange. But generally, many of you could be meeting a new love at work. And this is going to be somebody you feel quite passionate about and who also returns that. And the male in the situation, so if you're a male Gemini, it seems like you're going to make the first move. And for you female Geminis, it seems like the guy's going to make the first move, or the other female is going to make the move. But especially if you're male, no matter if you date women or men, seems like the male in the situation, or perhaps the more masculine energy in the situation, is going to make the move. But yeah, this could also just be moving in with somebody you've been, kind of taking this relationship to the next level. Could be purchasing, you could be receiving an expensive gift, a ring, a proposal, just something really cool for your birthday, because that is included, here in the first 6 months. Your birthday will be, end of May, early June. So you could be getting a really cool birthday gift. Maybe for Valentine's Day as well. I don't know. Definitely check out your 2018 Love RuneScope that I post next month, Gemini. I'll be interested to see if we see more about this. But for others of you, this is an opportunity to partner with a new company or even to go into a business partnership. Somebody may be wanting you to invest with them. And I mean, if they do, definitely do your homework, check it all out. I know you will, but this could be a lucrative opportunity where you stand to just kind of increase your money without really having to do much of anything. Some of you may be starting a business or going to work for a company that specifically handles wedding stuff, plans weddings. You may be maybe you are going into partnership with, and you're going to be wedding planners or coordinating something like that. Maybe you're going to buy a venue that you can rent out for weddings. But it's something that's going to be very, very lucrative. I don't know. Maybe you sell wedding dresses. I don't know. But for many of you, it's a new relationship. And your money is increased through this person because, again, you're pooling your salary. The outcome here of the first part of the year, the first half of the year, we've got Menace, which is the rune of interdependence, everybody coming together, the group supporting each other, the company working like a well-oiled machine. Everybody does their job. There's no, there's no lag. Everybody supports each other. So yeah, this could just be saying that any bad apples, either you're leaving a job with bad apples, or maybe some family members are going. Again, Aquarius got that. Maybe this person is not somebody you work for or with, but this person that the nasty secrets are coming out about. It's a family member maybe, or an in-law, or somebody you're like, I want to get rid of this person. And then the family comes together. Like, this is togetherness and everybody, yeah, coming back together as a unit because we've gotten rid of the toxic energy, or we've gotten rid of all the negativity, or the source of a lot of negativity and arguments and disagreements. So this is also indicating that you have, you know, if it's not family, this could be a friend group, or you're meeting new people that you can really go to for good advice. You know, you can rely on them to be there for you and support you, or offer you some excellent advice regarding anything really. But so yeah, if these are coworkers, or if it's a new company that you're going to work for, or a company that you are starting, you're going to meet some really cool people that may become, you know, more than just coworkers or part of your network, but actually become friends and people you start to rely on in your private life as well. So first part of the year looks pretty good here, Gem. Let's move on to July through December. See what the tarot cards want to tell us here. So challenge or focus for this second part of the year. We've got the Seven of Swords. In reverse though, it's better in reverse. So this is talking about somebody who tried to pull the wool over your eyes, not getting away with it. Kind of going back to this. The secret's coming out. Or, you know, maybe they did try to get away with something, but you found out about it. This could also be something that you thought you had lost coming back to you. An opportunity you thought you had missed out on coming back around. Could be a second chance at love with someone. It could be a second chance at a job. It could be an old employer wanting you to come back. It could be someone from the past that maybe it didn't end so well, but now they want you to partner up with them in a business and kind of restore a friendship, or restore a partnership. So yeah, there's a second chance at something here. Now it's coming up with the challenge, I think, because maybe those old issues, you have to deal with them in a certain way so that they're resolved and not carried forward into, you know, the future. So it's definitely not going to be a time the second part of the year to sweep things under the carpet or not talk about things. It's really, or let someone repeat an old pattern or do a number on you. For some of you, maybe you get rid of this toxic person, but then they're coming back around in the second part of the year and you're like, oh no. You know, trying to get a second chance, trying to get another go around. You know, it'll be up to you to decide, you know, do I want to repeat this? Yes, no, maybe. It'll depend on what it is. If it's a job opportunity that you really wanted and they hired someone else and it didn't work out and now they're coming back to you, it may be yes. If it's this toxic person, it'll depend on how badly what they did to you or who they were to you. As far as what you consider here. Now, or as far as like what the outcome is here. So yeah, definitely hit me up for a private reading, those of you, and we can definitely narrow that down. This is a situation where it's like, yeah, it could be so many areas of life. I can only narrow that down in a private reading. It'll come right up. Exactly what this is, who this is, but you probably already know. Now, the present energy, so this would be end of June going into July to mid-July. We've got the Four of Wands, beautiful card. At home and family, again, celebrations, the family coming together for an event. This could be a wedding, it could be your wedding, Gemini, or an engagement celebration. It could be a family reunion. It could be someone else's wedding that you're, you know, getting married in the family and you're going there to celebrate. One of your kids, a friend. But usually, yeah, this is family celebrating. It could be the announcement of a pregnancy, a baby shower, anything where everybody comes together to celebrate, particularly around home or family. Could be a housewarming here. Those of you that are moving, purchasing a home. So those of you that were having a little bit of instability with purchasing property, selling property, it looks like by June, July, that's all, you know, in the rear view here. You're able to take care of that. And it'll crop up at different times for all of you dealing with that particular situation here in the first part of the year. But yeah, it seems to be winding down and you feel stable and, oh yes, finally we have a home. Or finally we found a place that we love and we can move into this. We don't have to stay with my parents or my partner's parents anymore. That's good. So yeah, July looks particularly fun here and good and just happy. Now what's interesting as far as the help, we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. Help to you. So this could be another air sign, another Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius person. Knights are usually 35 or younger, but it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be male either. It could just as easily be a female. In the reverse, this is somebody that has been dishonest with you. So they're either getting their comeuppance, maybe they're just, their MO through life is to treat everyone the same, and they lie to everybody. It's like a compulsive liar kind of card. It can also be somebody who's verbally abusive or who, you know, just says mean. This is like the kid that always talked back and said terrible things to their parents. Have you ever been around those kids? I have. It's just sickening to listen to, or you see it on TV and just, you know, saying terrible things to their parents, or that carries over into all their relationships. Like they will eventually talk to everybody that way. So this coming up as a help to you, Gemini, would be that, you know, if this is a new person that has come into your life and this is the person proposing to you, maybe this first part of the year, especially if you have just met them here in 2018, I would definitely date at least a year and definitely live with someone before agreeing to marry them, because it seems like someone's true colors will come out, Gemini. Now, not all of you. You're like, great, I finally meet someone that I want to marry and they're, you know, verbally abusive or awful. No, not all of you. Some of you, this is going to be someone else that you meet or that you're dealing with that is this way, or it's you catching someone in a lie. But for those of you that are meeting someone in 2018, don't rush into a marriage. Don't rush into anything that's gonna, you know, take a long time to get out of, because you know, after the honeymoon period is over, you could find out, God, this person is awful, the way they talk to me, and I can't deal with it. Or they may say that to you, Gemini. They may be like, yeah, you're too blunt. You're too critical of everything. So some of you may be finding out that you're not compatible with someone that initially you thought that you were. Others of you, I think this is just you catching somebody in a lie, you calling somebody out on a lie, or you not believe, you know, you're not even gonna listen to their line of bull. But yeah, Gemini, you're an air sign too, so this could be, you know, someone saying to you, you know, you're too critical, you're too harsh, I can't be with this. But it's coming up as a help to you. So it's like, okay, well, we're not compatible because you don't see yourself that way. That's their perception. And it may be accurate, it may not be. If it's not the first time you've heard that, Gemini, it may be time for a rethink, maybe. But I feel like for most of you, it's someone else. And it's interesting because what must be accepted about July through December is the King of Swords in reverse. So again, Air sign energy like you, either another Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian in the reverse. Kings are normally older. Yeah, 35 and up. Could be a female as well. These two could be the same person, or they could both be you, or they could be different people. But it's interesting that it's like the same thing as the help and the what must be accepted. What must be accepted though is that someone is, yeah, talking harsh, being critical, saying hurtful things, lying, starting arguments. Now, they may be doing this about someone else in the family, Gemini. It's not necessarily directed at you, but they could be talking about someone else that you love or care about. And you may just have to be, look, this is not gonna fly. So, I mean, sometimes, and this doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Sometimes, you know, it could be one of those situations where you gotta get down in the dirt and wrestle with somebody. And kind of stoop to their level. I don't recommend it if you can, but I mean, you know, sometimes in the moment we're more angry or somebody says something a certain way, we can't help it, right? We just can't stop ourselves. So, but I think for many of you, yeah, you're dealing with a lot of other air sign energy that is, it's more on the negative side of the air signs, you know, not thinking before speaking, just letting verbal diarrhea come out and saying hurtful things and being overly critical and lying and, yeah, just being really hurtful with things that they've said. Maybe not apologizing for things, hurtful things that were said in the past. The biggest thing though with these people is dishonesty. Yeah. They really can't tell the truth if their life depended on it, both of these people or these same people. But I mean, you know, if this is the same person, it's coming up as a help. So it could be somebody that you are initially glad is to welcome back, but maybe they've changed. Maybe they used to be this way, but now they're this way. Maybe they used to be a good person and tell the truth, but now maybe they've just grown bitter, or life has affected them in such a way that they're now operating from the more, you know, from the dark side. It may be up to you, Gemini, to set them straight. And like I said, you may, before you can help yourself, you may get down in the mud and just kind of let them have it, but maybe they need a taste of their own medicine. The outcome, and I do feel it's directly connected to this, is the Ten of Swords. So, not a fun card, Gemini, to end the year on, but I do think it's connected to whoever this person is. The Ten of Swords is betrayal, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling, you know, you don't like, something has ended, you don't like the way it has ended, you're sorry for the way that it has ended, it's been hurtful, painful, but at least it's over. So, now this doesn't have to be you, Gemini. It could be, you know, maybe someone you love was connected to this air sign person or people. And I mean, they're getting rid of it. They're getting divorced. They're getting rid of this person, but it's, you know, really taken a toll on them, and it's affecting you because it's your kid or your sibling or a good friend, somebody very close to you that you care about. And maybe you got involved, letting someone have a piece of your mind because of what they've done to your loved one, and, you know, it gets into a big row. Now, Ten of Swords can be jail. I'm just going to throw that out there, Gemini. I'm not saying all Geminis are going to jail second part of the year. But if you've lied or cheated or stolen something and been caught doing that, or someone close to you has, I mean, that could be the, but yeah, it's restriction. It's being trapped in a situation. There's no real way out of it. You feeling like I'm just gonna have to feel hurt until I don't hurt anymore, or I'm just gonna have to stay in this energy until it dissipates. So yeah, but again, remember the intensity of this. I mean, this could just be a big argument. Again, where hurtful things are said, and certainly with these two cards coming up, even if it's not about you or involving you directly, Gemini, it seems like you are kind of drawn into it, pulled into it. If you can avoid that, now that you have a heads up, maybe you can bypass this altogether and just, you know, stay out of it if it's not involving you directly. But yeah, definitely don't get pulled into any schemes, any investment schemes, money schemes that are kind of like, you know, under the table, weird, shaky things going on, thievery going on, and trying to cover up things, lie. Because it seems like whoever's doing it, it's going to get caught. And if you're connected, you could get in trouble with that too. And it may be something that you didn't even know about if you were lied to too. This is kind of reminding me of those like the Ponzi schemes and things where there's one ringleader and they're trying to get investors, and they, you know, or they lie to everybody about what's really going on and what their payback's going to get, and then everybody ends up losing everything. So, you know, I would only invest with people that you absolutely trust, that you know it's legit, Gemini, or you could end up feeling like, you know, somebody's really betrayed you and taken you for quite a ride or a lot of money. So just remember that. And I think it's going to be a good year. I think you can bypass this altogether, Gemini, and stay out of anything that feels sketchy or any person that doesn't check out. So thanks so much for watching. I do hope you found that helpful. Don't forget to watch your Love RuneScope, which will be up in time for Valentine's Day. I'll remind you in next month's RuneScope. And I hope to see you then.